Have you ever felt that strange calm right before a storm hits? That quiet moment when everything seems normal, but you can sense something big is coming? Well, that is exactly what's happening right now in the Apple world. Because something huge is brewing behind the scenes, something Apple is trying very hard not to talk about yet. But the signs are everywhere. Retailers are pulling products off their shelves, online stores are drying up overnight, and shipping times are slipping in ways that Apple never lets happen by accident. And this time, the clues all point in one direction. A brand new HomePod Mini 2, a new Apple TV, and AirTag 2 are right around the corner. Not next year, not sometime later. We're talking days away. Today, we will break down everything happening behind the scenes, every leak, every retailer change, every hidden sign, and what these new products are truly bringing to your home. So buckle up, because what's coming next could be the biggest shift to the Apple smart home since the original HomePod launched. It all started quietly. No announcement, no banners, no out-of-stock pop-ups, just gone. Retailer B&H suddenly listed every single HomePod Mini as discontinued. Not one color, not one model, all of them just disappeared. But B&H wasn't alone. Adorama started pushing HomePods into backorder status. Target began running out of colors with no restock date. Walmart's listings were suddenly filled with reseller prices that make you wonder if you're buying a smart speaker or placing a bet. Staples had nothing online. Verizon went missing on several colors. Best Buy's midnight option vanished, where you'd normally grab colors no one else had. It felt like a digital ghost town. Yet Apple's own website, everything still looked normal. All colors available. But shipping dates? Those quietly began slipping by days, then a week. That is very un-Apple. And when every major US retailer dries up at the same time, it almost never happens randomly. It almost always means one thing. A refresh is coming. But here's where it gets even better. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, Apple's most trusted insider, dropped a hint that Apple retail stores are preparing an overnight update on November 11th. Displays will be swapped out, products placed before the doors open, everything reset like magic. That only happens when new products are arriving the next morning, which means November 12th is looking very, very interesting. Gurman specifically mentioned that both the HomePod Mini and Apple TV are running extremely low on stock. And when these two products run out together, it usually means they're being replaced as a pair. Why? Because both of them are centerpieces of the Apple home ecosystem, and both of them desperately need stronger hardware for Apple's upcoming AI plans. And since Apple already confirmed Zero Max are coming this year, November suddenly becomes all about one thing: the smart home. Now let's talk about everything we know about the new HomePod Mini 2. When the first HomePod Mini launched in 2020, it became an instant favorite. Cute little ball, surprisingly good sound, and a price tag that didn't make you question your life. But while Apple updated literally every other product line, the HomePod Mini just stayed the same. Same design, same sound, same internals. And the biggest problem? It's still running the S5 chip, the same chip used in the Apple Watch Series 5, back when TikTok was still doing the renegade dance. So yes, the update is long, long overdue. And now, it looks like Apple is finally ready to deliver. According to multiple leaks, the new HomePod Mini 2 is expected to be powered by Apple's S9 or S10 chipset, the same brains behind the newest Apple Watch models. What does that mean? It means performance goes from "Please, Siri, I'm begging you to understand me," to "Siri, handle this." And she actually does. This is Apple preparing the HomePod Mini for next year's Apple Intelligence rollout. The version of Siri that is genuinely supposed to think, act, and respond like a real digital assistant, not a confused search engine stuck in 2016. But that's just the start, because there's another huge upgrade: Apple's brand new M1 wireless chipset, which supports Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 6. This matters more than you think. Wi-Fi 7 means smoother connections, faster speeds, lower latency, and rock-solid streaming. If you use two HomePods as stereo speakers, this alone is a mass. Eve win. No more hiccups. No more weird delays. No more one speaker waking up before the other. Bluetooth show? That's next-gen audio quality. More stable, more consistent, and ready for Apple's long-term ecosystem. And there's more, the second-generation Ultra-Wideband chip. This means your HomePod Mini won't just detect your iPhone when you bring it close. It will detect it from across the room. Imagine this. You walk into your home. Your HomePod senses your iPhone nearby. It plays your favorite playlist without you saying a word. It knows the mood, the moment, the timing. Creepy? Yes. Incredibly cool? Also yes. Sound quality is also getting a noticeable bump. You can't break the laws of physics. A small speaker is still a small speaker. But Apple is reportedly redesigning the acoustic chamber and tuning the driver for deeper bass and cleaner mids. Not life-changing, but enough to make you instantly hear the difference. Design-wise, Apple is expected to keep things the same. Same size, same mesh, same minimalist look. But leaks say new colors are coming, including a bold red variant. Maybe product red, maybe just for fun. Either way, it's something fresh. The price? Still $99. Zero increase. A miracle in 2024. The best part is something people aren't talking about enough. The new HomePod Mini will be one of the first devices built to run Apple's new next-gen Siri. You won't get the usual, here's what I found on the web. Instead, you'll get actual answers. Based on your calendar, your routines, your habits, your tasks, all processed privately on your device. This is the smart home Apple promised years ago, and the HomePod Mini 2 might finally deliver it. Now let's shift to the Apple TV, because this one is also getting a major upgrade. Rumors say the 2025 Apple TV will run Apple's A17 Pro chipset, the same chip inside the iPhone 15 Pro and the newest iPad Mini. That is a huge jump over the A15. We're talking 3 nanometers efficiency, next-gen graphics, hardware ray tracing, console-grade performance. Now, realistically, about 0.1% of Apple TV users actually game on their Apple TV. But the power isn't for gaming. It's for Apple Intelligence. Apple is getting ready to bring the upgraded Siri experience to the biggest screen in your home, your TV. That means real recommendations based on your viewing habits, shared watch lists, messages from friends, and more. Hey Siri, what should I watch tonight? Now actually becomes a useful question. That's a huge shift. The new Apple TV will also get the M1 wireless chipset, meaning Wi-Fi 7 support, better AirPlay reliability, and lower latency streaming. So if you use AirPlay daily, this will be a massive improvement. And here's a fun leak. Apple is reportedly testing versions of the Apple TV with a built-in camera. Imagine FaceTime on your TV without needing to prop your phone on a pillow tower, or gesture control from your sofa, or home monitoring from your TV when you're away. The future possibilities are huge. Design is expected to remain simple. Same black box, same overall look. But the price might finally drop below $100, which would be huge. That would make the Apple TV accessible to way more people. And once it's in every home, Apple can expand the ecosystem even further. Because the Apple TV isn't just a streaming device anymore. It's the center of the smart home. It connects to your HomePods, controls your smart accessories, syncs with your iPhone, and even tracks your Apple Fitness workouts. Cheaper price equals more adoption equals deeper lock-in to the Apple ecosystem. Now let's talk about AirTag 2, the quiet hero of Apple's lineup. The first AirTag was incredibly useful, but not perfect. Limited range, speaker quirks, and batteries that died silently. Apple heard the complaints. AirTag 2 is expected to have 3 times the range, a redesigned, tamper-proof speaker, better battery warnings, faster and more accurate tracking thanks to the new UWB chip. This is not a small update. If you travel often, this alone is a lifesaver. Better alerts, better sound, better precision, same price. A classic Apple, evolution, not revolution upgrade. When you zoom out and look at all 3 products together, something becomes very clear. Apple is preparing the foundation for a massive AI smart home era. These new devices aren't headline grabbers on their own, but together, they're the supporting pillars of Apple's next big ecosystem shift. The upgraded HomePod Mini, the next-gen Apple TV, and the improved AirTag are the hardware backbone for Apple Intelligence to live in. They make your home smarter, your devices faster, and your daily routines easier. Apple doesn't need a giant event for these releases. Sometimes the biggest moves are made quietly, through press releases, silent updates, and sudden overnight changes in retail stores. If all three of these products drop in November, it would be a surprisingly strong finish for an already jam-packed Apple year. Now here's my honest take. The HomePod Mini 2 isn't just a speaker upgrade. It's Apple's first real step toward a completely automated, deeply integrated, AI-powered home. The Apple TV upgrade brings Apple Intelligence to the center of your living room. And AirTag 2 finally fixes everything people want to change from the first generation. These are the connective pieces of Apple's future. Not flashy, but incredibly important. If Apple delivers on its promises for AI and smarter Siri in 2025 and 2026, these upgrades might age like gold. They might become the core devices that make your home feel truly intelligent for the first time. And honestly, I am excited. This is the first time in years the Apple smart home lineup actually feels like it's moving towards something big, unified, and meaningful. If you're planning to upgrade your HomePod Mini, grab the new Apple TV, or pick up AirTag 2, you're getting in early on what could be the next big Apple ecosystem wave. And that's the full breakdown. If you liked the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon.